Greetings, folks, and welcome to another episode of 90s Comic Nostalgia. And in this episode, we will be talking about Endless Horizons Entertainment's Stark Raven. Now, back in the 90s, like the mid to late 90s, Deadpool was a real big deal. Or within the comic book community. He was creating such a buzz. And one of the guys who was doing the art for his book was a guy who turned out to be one of my absolute favorite Deadpool artists, and just artists in general, was Walter McDaniel. Now, Walter McDaniel, shortly after working with Deadpool, started, I was tasked to do this, to work on a product called Stark Raven by Endless Horizons. And the thing is, if you remember, for people who are around my age, saw like in the comic book shop and even just the Walmarts and places, there were all kinds of Stark Raven toys in the toy the toy aisle, but ain't nobody knew who the heck he was. They're just like, well, cool, these toys are whatevs, but like, who the heck is he? There was no show, there was no cartoon, there's just this comic book. And yeah, it's like I picked up the comic book because I was a big fan of Walter McDaniel's art, and I was like, oh, okay, this looks promising. And I was real big into this kind of style book, right? So it appears like I haven't read this in a long time, like so long that I've completely forgotten. Now, your boy's old, right? Haven't read this since 1990, whenever the heck it came out. Ugh. I predict like 98, 98, 99. Anyway, from Comic Vine, at first, Shad Chanot, or Chanot, was removed from Donald Moore's orphanage at an early age. Sadly, separating him from his brother and sister, he was taken to Nest. Among the Nest labs, they genetically and technologically enhanced him. They gave him great physical strength, agility, and emotional control, all traits of the New Soul, NUSOL super soldiers they were trying to create. The EI, or emotional inhibitor chip, takes all his emotions from his conscious mind and stores it in the implant device. Through that chip, ZADER is able to eliminate any emotional response, which would greatly affect any soldier in a combat situation. All these traits is the reason why New Soul soldiers are perfect killing machines. They can't even feel remorse about taking another life. Later, Shad had his EI chip accidentally removed. And he began to re-experience all of his human emotions. He also began having seizure-like episodes that incapacitated him and launched him on a self-discovery journey. Transforming from becoming a remorseless killing machine to an ordinary human was a difficult and painful journey for him. When Shad finally awakened to see how inhuman ZADER's treatment of him and many other orphans that were still suffering, Shad vowed to destroy ZADER and free all his minions. Shad went down as ZADER's most successful soldier to this day, even though he ended up getting free and vowing to kill ZADER. Besides being a New Soul soldier, Shad was one of dichotomy elite, which meant he was a scientist, soldier, and member of the Nest group. He questioned the rule of General Merrick von ZADER, which meant by the rules of Nest he had to die. First, by emotionally cracking him down, they turned his technology against him and tried stripping him of all he held sacred in order to break him down and make him suffer. Their process failed. Now, instead of making him suffer, they had just to kill him. They failed, good thing. Now he seeks revenge as a shadow of his former self. First, he faked his death, which made Nest get off his trail. Then he attacked from out of the shadows. Now, with chills, they wonder if he may actually be alive. He now tracks their every move and attacks when the time is right. Slowly, he takes the steps to his ultimate plan, taking out the entire Nest organization and freeing all their other slave New Soul soldiers. Powers and abilities. Along with his superhuman strength, Stark Raven is a formidable martial artist, marksman, and tracker. He is also highly intelligent and makes use of a variety of weapons, armor, and equipment. All right, all this from Comic Vine. So let's get back to the point. Now, look at the design. He's very Nightwing-esque. You know, you got this two batons that he beats people with. You got that Wolverine Hawkman kind of situation, and Nightwing with the blue and black outfit situation. I love this design. This design works for me all kinds. It's just 90s, man. Oh my gosh. And look, a beautiful gatefold cover. And look, aren't you guys glad that I used Comic Skin's clear backboard so that you guys could see this awesome gatefold cover? I was so very into this art. I love Walter McDaniel's art. I'm going to showcase you guys his stuff on Deadpool. His design on Ajax is so much better than what they saw in the movie. You guys would have loved to have seen his 90s style Ajax back in the day, man. So yeah, here's issue 1, Stark Raven by Kevin Smith. I'm not sure which Barrington and Walter McDaniel. Okay. All right, here's issue 2. And this is kind of cool too. He's got these like metal spined wolves trying to attack him. We're hunting wolverines from Canada. Oh man, and his main antagonist right here, I think they call him Scorpion. Really dope. Got that kind of scalp lock scorpion tail going on. It'd have been dope if Yul Brynner played that dude. Yeah, man, look at that. Look at this art. It is great. 90s awesomeness. I love it. I love it. Guys, you guys just don't know. You guys have to have been there. Look. For me, it's awesome, man. I know it's no Jim Lee or whatever, but dude, I could look at this guy's works all day. Especially back in the day. His Deadpool was so dope. This was dope too. More gatefold. Walter McDaniel. Too bad he just kind of fell off the planet. I think he went and started to do like artwork overseas in Asia. But yeah, I would have loved to have seen more of him in Deadpool. Or just other works, because, dude, his art was dope. Man. Walter McDaniel. Yeah, I was in love with the two McDaniels back in the day. Scott McDaniel and Walter McDaniel's art. Scott McDaniel used to do Nightwing's art. And, dude, yeah, this guy's art was just as dope, if not better, in my opinion. I like the Walter McDaniel stuff. Walter, if you're still around, man, we need you back drawing this kind of stuff again. Now, I believe this was a 7-issue series, but dudes, folks, I have not been able to find issue 7 since the series came out. I'm heartbroken because I know it exists somewhere, but I just not been able to find it. It's killing me because I want to complete this entire set. Walter McDaniel. I don't know if this cover was Walter McDaniel's. I think this was somebody else. I don't see his signature. It looked like somebody else. Whoever this dude is. It's not bad either. But yeah. This This is, I love it. 90s, vintage 90s. Oh my gosh, Walter, where are you at? We need you back. Stark Raven. Yeah, man. Oh, look. It's got like Wolverine kind of tendencies. You see, look at how these 90s books were really extreme, spawn like thighs, spikes. I don't care. I like it. This was just what I liked back in the day. I still kind of low key like this a lot. I love it. Oh man. Yeah. I don't know if this was by Walter McDaniel though. It could be. Look, 2001. So yeah, this was, yeah, very late 90s. Yeah. Oh man. Zachary. Yeah. But yeah, I was about this. This was my thing, and I think issue 7 is out there somewhere. If anybody out there got an issue 7, let me know, guys. I really really want a copy. I've been waiting forever to get a copy. But yeah, look at this. Guys, this is what's missing in my life. This is what's up. He kind of looks like a. His face kind of reminds me of Vanderlei Silva. Vanderlei should play this dude. Oh man. Yeah, this. Look at that style. Can't figure out whether it's 80s or 90s, but the outfit is clearly 90s. At least this one is. That one, I know, it reminds me kind of like Vogue from Youngblood. Issue 4 again. Issue 3 again. Going back. Yeah, I don't think this is the same. The right guy who wrote this is called. His name is Kevin Smith. I don't think it's the Kevin Smith, but wouldn't that be cool if it was though? Yeah, man. And issue 1, I like this series. I was a sucker for this kind of stuff. All my 90s thing, and if I only had the money, I would have bought more of it. But of course, college student at the time, and yeah, I had a lot of other things to have to pay for at the time. So all right, folks, that's all I have for Stark Raven, and this, thanks for hanging out with me for this episode of 90s comic nostalgia. I will be doing more of this. This one was again, I was waiting. I wanted to do this much earlier, but I could never get. I was hoping to get an issue 7 first, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. And I wish I could, if I could find one. I've been trying eBay everywhere, just impossible to find issue. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all till the next video. Ciao.